Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here. Welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here and I am glad to be here. Let's go big. Beginning gratitude, right? So today I'm grateful for the people in my life the people who have shaped my thinking, not just from what they said, but who they are. There's a well-known story about Albert Einstein and his chauffeur. The chauffeur had listened to Einstein so many times that he could repeat his lectures word for word. So one day, Einstein kind of jokingly, he said he was a little bit tired, to say, why don't you give the lecture? Nobody's ever seen me. You can give the lecture, and I'll be the chauffeur. So they exchanged clothing, and that's what they did. And everything worked flawlessly until a journalist asked a deep question about relativity. Now, what would you do? You're at the pulpit, everybody's looking at you like, okay, what's the great answer? Well, he was smarter than we thought. Okay. What did he do? He goes, wow, that's such a simple question. I mean, even my chauffeur can answer that. And Einstein, still disguised as the chauffeur, stood up and delivered the message. Now, the story isn't really about Einstein's genius, is it? What's the story about? It's about the power of association. You see, the chauffeur may not have been a physicist. He may not have had all of this scientific knowledge or creativity, but by simply being in Einstein's presence, he absorbed more than most people ever would. So, what's the lesson? Who we surround ourselves, who we put around us, who we surround ourselves with shapes how we think, what we believe, and ultimately who we become. They talk about the five people around you. You've heard them talk about that. Make sure the five people around you inspire you. They don't suck your energy, they build it. See, if you spend time with people who challenge you, uplift you, and inspire growth, you will naturally become better. But if you're surrounded by those who are merely comfortable to be right where they're at, status quo, not striving, they're arriving, the enemy of thriving is arriving, you'll find yourself stuck at that very same level, at the same level, or lower. Because if you're not growing, you're dying, right? So here's our empowering question for this week. Who's in my car? Who's in my car? Am I surrounding myself with people who elevate my thinking, my character, my impact? And there's two sides to that. The other side is, and just as important, who am I elevating? So think about that. Who's in your car? The people around you should not just help you recite success or recite gratitude or leadership. They should help you live it. So choose wisely. So our question for the week is, who's in my car? Give it some good thought. So let's go big. Let's go big. We can even go bigger. I spell it B-I-G apostrophe R, which is ingratitude with ripples. So have a great week. I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye bye.